Being as though I'm from the culture, I feel like I have the right to be able to interject my 2 cents into this situation. Not that anybody could care or not. Somebody might hear this, somebody involved, and say, "Who are you? We don't care." You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever the case may be. But I just still feel like I should say something because you just never know when you might be able to help somebody. You know what I'm saying? You never know when one thing you might say somebody might hear it and be like, "Damn, you know what? I didn't even look at it like that," and it might save somebody's life or save somebody's freedom. So I think the situation with Alpo, QueenzFlip, King Earner, and stuff like that has gotten to the point where I think people need to start leaving it alone. The reason why I say that is because at this point, there's nowhere else for it to go besides for something to happen. That's the only thing that can happen is that something's going to happen. Like in King Erner's situation, you look at it from King Erner's point of view, or not his point of view, but look at it from his position. Looking at him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like King Erner's role in this whole situation, he has reached the peak of the whole situation as far as um, keep going at it. You know what I'm saying? He went to QueenzFlip the other day in New York, sat on QueenzFlip Live for 4 hours. So that, as far as I'm concerned, that entitles him. There's nothing you can say about King Erner when it comes to people was thinking he was scared to meet with Alpo and Alpo called him and all this stuff. So in my mind, I'm gonna just say for me that confirms the fact that King Ernie went up there with Leek Moss and his other boy. I can't think of his name at the moment, but that confirms that he's not scared. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing else you can say to make it look like King Ernie's trying to dodge Alpo. He was on live in New York for hours. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like he went live for 10 minutes and people didn't catch up to him. If somebody's live for 4 hours where you're at, that gives you enough time to set up everything. You know what I'm saying? You can get a extra whip, a throwaway whip. You get strapped up. You can call the team. You can do anything you need to do in 1 hour. You know what I'm saying? So 4 hours, nothing happened. That pretty much solidifies his position as you can't deny him of who he's saying he is. You know what I'm saying in that aspect. So I feel like for him, he should kind of fall back because looks like it's going real good for King Erner right now. It looks like he's selling CMOS gold like krills. You know what I'm saying? Like just from the outside looking at it and the way it looks, the stuff we see him post, it looks like he's making like legal drug money with CMOS gold. CMOS is not illegal, but the way he's moving it, it looks like it's that kind of equivalent. So when your life is going that good, sometimes you just gotta be like, you know what? Like I made my point. I did it to the max. It's done. I can't be denied or questioned at this point, and I might just need to kind of fall back and just look at it like, at least on just the topic of Alpo. I'm not saying he should stop the whole Honor Your Life campaign, the recycle crime stuff he's doing. All that stuff is great, but as far as this Alpo is concerned, maybe he should just kind of be like, you know what? At this point, I might be beating a dead horse. I showed up and showed out to the fullest extent, in my opinion. So I think he should kind of just fall back. Just with at least with Alpo. QueenzFlip position from the way I see it is that in the past couple months, man, QueenzFlip has been, I'm gonna have to give him the best interviewer status in the urban community. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, the way he's going, he can become the main one, and we need somebody from the culture to be the number one spot. Even if online and YouTube and social media, they make it look like other people are leading it because they're going to adjust numbers for other people to make them look like they're ahead regardless because that's what they're promoting. But it still can't take away reality. You know what I'm saying? Like even as far as QueenzFlip's subscribers, I think for sure he has way more subscribers than they're showing, but they probably got him on that shadow ban type stuff or trying to conceal his content a little bit because there's no way in hell he only has 150,000 subscribers on that channel. It should be way more, but that's a whole other story. And also about the content, this is like a side thing. My advice to QueenzFlip from me, I think you should not give as much of your content away at one time. You know what I'm saying? Feed them 4 or 5 minutes at a time. Maximize your profits, maximize your views, and preserve, you know what I'm saying, preserve your content, because that's what everybody else is doing. Not saying you got to be like everybody else, but at the end of the day, it's a good business practice. You can make one interview last damn near 2 weeks the way some of these dudes are doing. Put 4 or 5 minute clips out, 100,000 views on each one. You know what I'm saying? Make 10 times the amount of money. But anyway, like I said, I got the utmost respect for what QueenzFlip is doing. But there's been a few times already where I've seen a couple little things that look like it could have kind of went the other way with a couple people that have been up there. Because you got to always remember, we're in the YouTube world. This is the new age, the new era. People have this journalism thing they think about sometime, and they look at it like, well, I'm just like don't kill the messenger type of stuff. But there's always that element out there. You know what I'm saying? QueenzFlip being from New York, and he's in his 30s, so he's not like he's a young boy. He knows what's that. Don't be fooled. New York looks crazy nowadays. Certain things look different, but make no mistake about it, there's still some real New Yorkers lurking around out there. You know what I'm saying? So you can never discredit that there's going to be that person who's going to just be on some effort type stuff, and that will show up and just do something to you in daylight in front of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's still people out there like that would just throw it all away just for that one thing. You know what I mean? So, and I've seen a couple of times already where a couple of things looked a little bit weird, and then it kind of got ironed out. But now you got Alpo calling up and talking about he knows where the studio is at. Long story short, it sounds like it started. You know what I'm saying? He might get caught up in something serious. You know what I mean? Like, when certain people feel a certain type of way, they don't allow you to play both sides. Like, they might let it slide for a period of time, but if they're really getting to that mind state and they really feel like, especially if it comes out of like a desperate type of mind state, like if somebody felt like they got played or something and they're feeling desperate, that's when people will stop allowing you to play both sides, and it's like you're either with us or them. You know what I'm saying? And then if you don't make your position clear, they might run down on you, because that's how I'm sure QueenzFlip knows that's how it can get. And it looks like at this point, I feel like QueenzFlip has the opportunity to keep growing, keep going. He has great content. We needed somebody like this to emerge to do what he's doing. There's other people out there also. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get into names and stuff like that, but he's not the only one. But he's definitely in the forefront right now, the interviewing type stuff. QueenzFlip just said that he's going to interview Alpo and got some stuff that he's doing with Alpo. I'm not going to sit here and say that he shouldn't or should. I'm going to just say be careful. It'd be a shame to see him fall to some nonsense. It just would be very unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm making this video, to say that, and also for King Erner to say to him too. It'd be unfortunate to see King Erner fall to some nonsense. At this point, the person that been locked up for years, went through all that to come out and basically introduce CMOS Gold to the damn world. We heard Dr. Sabi talk about it, Left Eye and stuff like that, but it wasn't really mainstream and forefront. Now it's like, you can just hear random people talking about CMOS Gold anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much all I wanted to say, man. Is like, just don't get caught up in the now. You gotta know when to say this might be getting out of hand. Maybe I should just fall back, because this is starting to go somewhere different. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody that's been out there knows that some things are just never understood, and you never can't really see it until after it's too late. And it's like, damn. It's like when a young person has a baby that wants to have a baby. You can tell them to you blue in the face everything about why they shouldn't have this baby, but then the only way they can actually find out how hard it is to have it. Then it's like, damn, now the baby's here, now you got it. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. You won't think about certain stuff till you get locked up or something. You be like, damn, if only I just fell back or something like that. And as far as Alpo's role, what I'll say about Alpo is, regardless of what somebody is, a snitch, a rat, whatever the case may be, you can't just, that doesn't cancel out the fact that they're dangerous. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of talk about whether Alpo did things himself or had other people do it for him. The bottom line is, if he's alright with somebody's life being taken, whether it's from his hand or from his order, he's a dangerous person. There's just no doubt about that. Even kind of more dangerous when you order it. You know what I'm saying? Or both people are dangerous, but if you're willing to, because at that point you don't even see where it's coming from. Somebody put some money on you. You don't even know who it is or where it's coming from. Somebody can be walking up to you in a U.S. mailman outfit and take you out. You know what I'm saying? So, and people think that when you're tough, it means that you're tough. You're not scared to die and stuff like that. But there's worse things that can happen than just getting killed. Like, trust me, like, I got shot in 2005, and believe me, that situation had led to me losing my license for years, and that messed a lot of things up in my life. Getting stopped over and over, driving without license, fines. You can't even imagine how much money I paid just in fines of being pulled over. Had to go to jail for driving without license. Just that alone, you know what I'm saying? Because when I got shot, I had something in my pocket. It's a small amount of marijuana, nothing even serious, you know what I'm saying? But it really, that alone is not worth the drama, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? Like, there's been times when I felt like, damn, I'd rather have been killed than be dealing with driving without license. That turns into a nightmare. Or you just get shot and get paralyzed. You know what I'm saying? Or something else that stops you because and that's not the type of life you want to be living, especially not at 30, 40, 50 years old. It's like that's old. You know what I mean? That's So just like I said, make no mistake about it. Just because somebody's a snitch or has snitched or cooperated, it doesn't cancel out the fact that they still can be dangerous. You know what I mean? And can come into your life and interject their spirit into your life, and that your life can be thrown off course or ruined or death or jailed or mess your money up. You know what I mean? So that's just what I'll say about a person like Alpo.